And when the war started a year ago, there was a strong push, especially for U.S.-based businesses, to cut ties with Russia. Well, a lot of those companies have closed their offices in Russia. A few did stick around. NBC News business and data reporter Brian Cheung took a look at the 30 biggest multinational companies and what their involvement is in the country 1 year since that public push to withdraw. He joins us at the big board now for more on what he found. Brian, good morning. Thanks for being here. So exactly how many American headquartered businesses are still in Russia? And are there any surprises on this list?
Yeah, good morning, Stephen. 1 year out from the invasion of Ukraine, we've seen a lot of the large U.S. multinational corporations pull out of the country. We did an analysis of the 30 U.S. stocks that are in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, seen to be the blue chip largest companies in America. And among those 30, 24 of them said they had businesses in Russia and either exited or suspended their businesses there. So among the companies that have said they have temporarily suspended their businesses, you're looking at Apple no longer selling their products there, Coca-Cola no longer selling their products there, Boeing no longer providing parts in the region. Very interesting to also see how this differs from the companies that have said not only are they stopping their businesses, but they're actually leaving the country entirely. Here's some countries or companies that have exited their businesses in Russia, looking at Honeywell, JP Morgan Chase and Goldman Sachs, in many cases due to U.S. sanctions, not only stopping their businesses, but also leaving the country. Nike, McDonald's among the companies that are also saying they're going to unroll and then actually leave the country entirely. Now, there are some companies that have said that they still have some business ties there, although they are actually partially suspending portions of their business as well. Take a look at Amgen, Johnson & Johnson, Merck. These are pharmaceutical and health companies that are saying they're continuing to provide essential medicines to the Russian people. Although you look at the likes of Procter & Gamble, this is a consumer-facing business that said they are continuing to provide some essential types of healthcare, or not healthcare, but rather cleaning and hygiene products to the region as well. Dow Chemical saying they pared back their operations, and Chevron saying they have limited exposure to Russia, but they do have a stake in a Kazakh pipeline that does transact with Russia. So very interesting to see how a lot of these large companies, for the most part, are pulling out and leaving Russia.
Yeah, they are, or seem like they're trying to. Meanwhile, restaurants and shops operating in Russia, they got a lot of attention, especially in the media, when Russian-owned businesses tried to sort of step in and fill that gap when those companies were fleeing. How are those businesses doing? Yeah,
well, I mean, if I just show you some of the companies that have decided to leave the country entirely, I mean, a lot of these companies have actually put a number on how much it costs them to leave. When you take a look at JP Morgan Chase, for example, Jamie Dimon, the CEO there, saying that it's going to cost them it could cost them $1 billion for leaving the country. McDonald's somewhere between $1.2 and $1.4 billion. And then also Honeywell saying that it could cost them $295 million in terms of charges to leave the country. So there's a lot of money that's associated with this. But they said for the reputational risk, it's just simply not worth it, Stephen.
All right, Brian Cheung, thanks for breaking that down for us.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.